What's up, guys? I haven't made a video in ages, and I felt like doing one today. I unfortunately lost my voice for a good 2 or 3 weeks, and then I got super lazy and super busy for about 2 or 3 weeks, and then it was vacation time, so I didn't want to do squat on vacation time. So now here I am, finally making another update video. So I'm obviously driving today, and this is by far the best camera angle I can possibly get in my new car. It's stupidly impossible to try to film in here. I'm sorry that this giant part of my steering wheel is just straight up in the way. My bad. So what have I been up to? A whole heap of things. A whole heap, Yeah, I'm just busy all the time. Let's see, what did I do recently? I just watched Catching Fire. Awesome. A billion times better than Hunger Games. Wonderful adaptation of the book. I'm sure that all the critics are going to come out pretty soon and start bashing it and saying all the things that were wrong with it and stuff. But for my initial viewing, it was awesome. I literally wanted to go back to the theater and watch it again because it was so good. But unfortunately, I am poor, so I can't afford to do that. So I'm driving home now. The sun in my eyes. The sun's in my face. So, speaking of singing, I've got one class where every kid in there just loves to sing like crazy, like all day long. And it's kind of weird because literally none of my other classes do this, but this class, consistently, day in and day out, they will come in singing a song and they will leave singing a song, and they're very musical. So today, I was trying to get some of them to work on an outline for an essay that is due very soon, and some of them were having trouble focusing because they just wanted to sing whatever they were singing at the time. And so I went over there and I sang to them about how they should write down their thesis statements. They absolutely wigged out. They thought it was super cool, and I need as many brownie points with them as I can get, so it was good. Anyway. So I gave up on the sunshade, just went with the sunglasses. But I'm about to go through the shady part of my drive, so hopefully this will not be as terrible as before. I'm sorry, there's even more steering wheel in your way now. But hopefully this way my camera won't fall off the thing. This morning, oh my gosh, I was driving to school and holy cow, it was so foggy. As I was driving, just constantly, just all the way surrounding me, it was like driving in a giant marshmallow. In other news, I've had several songs rolling around in my little brain. Most recently, I've been really addicted to Kid Cudi's Day and Night. It's just so mellow and repetitive, and I didn't really interpret too far into what it would mean, but it's great for sitting and grading or just painting or mellowing out. Speaking of painting, I've been working on my paint by number some more, so here's a little slideshow of my progress. I know, it's been months, but it's good. It's getting there. I'm working on it. Anyway, but that's the point of having a hobby. It's not a job. It's not like you gotta sit down 9 to 5 and just get it done. You just do it when you want to, man. You do it when you want to. Love painting. But I'm not creative enough to constantly come up with new paintings. So paint by number is a good outlet for me. Anyway, back to music. So that's most recent. Additionally, since watching The Hunger Games and Catching Fire most recently, I picked up 2 of the songs from the original soundtrack. So I got Taylor Swift's Safe and Sound, which is really, really good. I highly recommend it. And also another one from that soundtrack called Kingdom Come by the Civil Wars. Really like it. Super mellow and very nice lyrics. Nice lyrics. Speaking of lyrics, you know who's a brilliant lyricist? Freaking Eminem. So 2 of his songs are on my top list right now. I like Berserk, his new one. It's very high energy. Got some awesome rhymes in there. He even rhymes his own name, which is amazing. He was like, Marshall Mathers, got a potty mouth, better get the bar of soap lathered. And I was like, dang, you can rhyme your own freaking name. That's amazing. My other Eminem song that I'm really liking right now is The Monster, featuring Rihanna. And I don't know if this is just their second song together, but I Love the Way You Lie. That's the name of that song. I really like that one that they did together, and this one is even, just as stellar. And I'm pretty sure it's in The Monster where Eminem says, just wanted to be the Bruce Lee of loose leaf abused ink. And I was just like, oh my gosh. He basically gave himself a nickname, named his own, we just learned this in English class, Kenning? A Kenning? That might be it. Anyway, he gave himself one, and I just love it. So props to the Bruce Lee of Loose Leaf, Eminem himself, for coming up with 2 awesome, brilliant songs, which I'm really liking right now. And the one final song that I wanted to talk about was Settle Down by Kimbra. She was the backup vocalist slash co-singer, feature artist, I don't know what you call it, on the song Somebody That I Used to Know with Goye. And Kimbra was the female singer on that track. And I listened to one of her independent songs because my little sister bought her album and really, really liked it. And I'm really addicted to this song called Settle Down. And the music video for it is freaking brilliant. It's so artsy and old school and symbolic, and I love it. And it's got a lot of like feminine empowerment slash feminine stereotypes and all kinds of stuff that it talks about, and it's amazing. I really enjoyed that song. So those are my top, like 6 or 7, I don't know, 6 songs, whatever, that I liked this month, and last month, I guess. It's December now. Also, we had Thanksgiving, like, last week. So tell me about your Thanksgiving. Down in the comments, tell me all about it. Tell me about your crazy aunts and uncles, and what was the best pie that you ate? I want to know. I'm a huge pie fan. I had pumpkin pie, listen to me. I had pumpkin pie as my favorite this year, but I also did have some, what was the other kind of pie that I had? Something else that was delicious. Oh, I had some apple pie too. Apple pie was also very good this year. And I've had a lot of pumpkin cake. I had like 2 or 3 kinds of pumpkin cake. They were very good. I'm a huge fan of the pumpkin. I like having my film class at school. It's a neat outlet for my interest in filming and YouTubing and anything else. And I like educating other people about it and hopefully inspiring them to go on and enter the industry, or at least make a YouTube channel or something. Because I think this is a really fun community to be a part of. Even though it has its changes, like freaking Google Plus in the comments, which is ridiculous, I still love my YouTubes and all my YouTube peoples, and I hope that this website continues to grow, and the community here just continues to be so inspiring. I love so many channels on here. Vlogbrothers, if you're not subscribed to them, go find them. Wheezy Wader is really, really good. I love Veritasium, Smarter Every Day, Minute Physics, CPG Gray, Tom Scott. Oh my gosh, if you're not subscribed to Tom Scott, go find him. He is so funny, very punny, lots of puns. I love YouTube, and I love the community that's here, and what people have made of this website, which is such a simple concept, but just amazing what people have done with it. NaNoWriMo. It was last month, and I really did. Started on a novel that I've had kind of rolling around in my head for a long time, and even though I didn't finish, which totally sucks, I still feel like I've really accomplished something, because it was a novel it was a concept for a novel that I had for a long time, and I'd never really done anything with it until NaNoWriMo this year, and I made some significant progress. I mean, I have most of the novel planned out, and I think I've written all the way through chapter 3 now, so anyway, I'm very, very happy with how it's going, and even though I'm not a champion of NaNoWriMo, I still am glad that I was able to make so much progress on it, because it's something that I've wanted to do for a long time, and I just never had the motivation to do it, and here it is. So that's exciting. It's kind of a romancy novel, but it's also a lot about character growth and overcoming adversity and a lot of underdogs in the story. So I like it. I hope you will like it, because I would probably be done with it in the next 20 years or so. So some of you might read it. And of course, I couldn't have an update video without talking about Adventure Time, because I love it. I love it. Love it so much. And I really liked the 2-part episode story arc that they were talking about earlier, and it was the demon sword, or the demon blood sword that Finn had, and where it came from, and what eventually became of it, and in the process, Jake the dog gets kidnapped, and it's terrible, and but you meet so many interesting characters throughout that, and there's this one point where there's just this terrible morbid joke, because as Jake is imprisoned, he meets this little turtle-esque kind of creature, who comes alive and says, "Oh yes, my species, we sleep for the first 12 years of our life, and this is the first time I've been awake since I've been born, and so he wakes up, and then literally within a few seconds dies this horrible death, and Jake is just heartbroken over this poor little creature. And I think that's one of the things that makes Adventure Time different than most kids shows. It's not going to pull its punches. It's about life, it's about death, it's about real danger and fantasy and adventure, and there are casualties along the way, I guess. And I think that it's good for kids to be watching things like this. Yeah, it was incredibly morbid. It was kind of a horrible joke to play on the people there, or the people watching, but it was, I mean, it was a joke in one sense, but it's also kind of a life lesson, I think, in another, is that it's not all fun and games, it's not all perfect, and there is danger. And yeah, anyway, I like Adventure Time for that reason, because it's so much deeper than other kids shows, where everything just is hunky-dory and resolves itself at the end of every episode. I think they just sugarcoat everything for kids nowadays, and it's not the way it is. Anyway, I'm almost home, so I'm gonna cut off this vlog that's kind of rambled on for forever, and I will see you guys soon. Hopefully I'll be able to tell you guys some more camp stories very soon. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye!